Hare Krishna everyone, welcome to Srila Prabhupada Book Reading Club. This is the morning session and here we are reading Sri Īšopanīšad and today we will start Mantra 8. So let's start our session by offering the prayers.
Yes.
Om Jnanatirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadatin Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uttapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavancha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Sajivam साद्वैतम सावधूतम परिजन सहित कृष्ण चैतन्य देवम श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगन ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांच हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुलङ्गायते गिरि यत्कृपातहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय. So today we will directly start the shloka and tomorrow we will there will be some 5-10 minutes summary. Okay. Summary is required daily, but we have little time now. We only have the 30 minutes. Hare Krishna, who want to recite the shloka 8? Snigdha Mataji, Sharmila Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Saparyagachukramakayamayavranam asnaviram shuddhamapapaviddam kabir manisi paribhu swayambur yata tatyato artan vyadadat chashvatibhya samabhyaha.
Hare Bol Mataji. Mataji, can you continue the translation and purport?
Sure, Mataji. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Such a person must factually know the greatest of all, the personality of Godhead, who is unembodied, omniscient, beyond reproach, without veins, pure and uncontaminated. The self-sufficient philosopher who has been fulfilling everyone's desire since time immemorial. Purport. Here is a description of the transcendental and eternal form of the absolute personality of Godhead. The Supreme Lord is not formless. He has his own transcendental form, which is not at all similar to the forms of the mundane world. The forms of the living entities in this world are embodied in material nature and they work like any material machine. The anatomy of a material body must have a mechanical construction with veins and so forth. But the transcendental body of the Supreme Lord has nothing like veins. It is clearly stated here that he is unembodied, which means that there is no difference between his body and his soul, nor is he forced to accept a body according to the laws of nature as we are. In materially conditioned life, the soul is different from the gross embodiment and subtle mind. For the Supreme Lord, however, there is never any such difference between him and his body and mind. He is the complete whole, and his mind, body, and he himself are all one and the same. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
But we have seen that Nirguna. Nirguna means it doesn't mean that Krishna doesn't have qualities. He has the form, but it is not a material like us. Okay, he has a transcendent form. So here the qualities of Krishna are given. Glorification of Krishna is done. Like he is omniscient and he is the unembodied and the beyond approach. So we cannot approach Krishna by any other means, like, but we can approach Krishna like simply by doing the bhakti, pure devotional service. Krishna is without the veins, pure. Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji।
Sorry, there is some network issue. So yes, Nirguna means like Krishna, it doesn't mean that Krishna doesn't have form. Yes, Krishna has a form, but he is a beyond these three modes of nature. He don't have the material body. Okay. And he is a self-sufficient philosopher, and he is a fulfilling everyone's desire since the time immemorable. So Krishna is a sitting in everyone's heart. He is a noting down every desire, like whatever desires we are having, even in a mind when we are thinking, okay, I want to eat this, I want to enjoy like in this way. The Krishna is noting everything. So he motivate us to uh, earn some pious karma, earn some currency, and then like you can enjoy on the right time. He says that, oh, like, there are gulab jams in front of you, now you can eat. So like Krishna is like noting down all the desires, also motivating us to fulfill that desire. Okay. So like we have to pray to Krishna, whatever desires you have noted in a like in sitting in my heart, kindly erase all them, and like there should be only one desire, that I should serve you. Okay. So anatomically, through the anatomy, like Krishna is not similar to us. Krishna has a transcendental body, and like when we are offering the food, it doesn't mean it doesn't the Krishna is eating through his mouth. Krishna can simply by seeing, Krishna can eat. We also there is also one shloka na, Krishna impregnate this material world simply by glancing on this material world. So like his all like entire body is a transcendental. It is not like, and it is not limited now from mouth only. Like he can eat through eyes also, he can eat through his hands also, but it is not like us now. From the ears or from eyes we cannot eat. So there is difference between our body and Krishna's body. And Krishna is a eternal. Even even he comes on this material world, comes in material world, he comes with his transcendental body, not a material body. Okay. So Hare Krishna Mataji, who wants to read?
May I continue?
Snigdha Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna to all. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. In the Brahma Samhita 5.1, there is a similar description of the Supreme Lord. He is described there as Satchidananda Vigraha, which means that he is the eternal form, fully representing transcendental existence, knowledge, and bliss. As such, he does not require a separate body or mind as we do in material existence. The Vedic literature clearly states that the Lord's transcendental body is completely different from ours. Thus, he is sometimes described as formless. This means that he has no form like ours and that he is devoid of a form we can conceive of. In the Brahma Samhita 5.32, it is further stated that with each and every part of his body, he can do the work of the other senses. This means that the Lord can walk with his hands, accept things with his legs, see with his hands and feet, eat with his eyes, etc. In the Shruti mantras, it is also said that although the Lord has no hands and legs like ours, he has a different type of hands and legs by which he can accept all that we offer him and run faster than anyone. Thus, these points are confirmed in this eighth mantra through the use of words like Sukram, that is omnipotent. The Lord's worshipable form, Archa Vigraha, which is installed in temples by authorized acharyas who have realized the Lord in terms of mantra 7, is non-different from the original form of the Lord. The Lord's original form is that of Sri Krishna, and Sri Krishna expands himself into an unlimited number of forms, such as Baladeva, Rama, Narsimha, and Varaha. All of these forms are one and the same personality of Godhead. Similarly, the Archa Vigraha worshipped in temples is also an expanded form of the Lord. By worshipping the Archa Vigraha, one can at once approach the Lord, who accepts the service of a devotee by his omnipotent energy. The Archa Vigraha of the Lord descends at the request of the Acharyas, the holy teachers, and works exactly in the original way of the Lord by virtue of the Lord's omnipotence. Foolish people who have no knowledge of Sri īšopanīšad or any of other Shruti mantras consider the Archa Vigraha, which is worshipped by pure devotee, to be made of material elements. This form may be seen as material by the imperfect eyes of foolish people or Kanishtadhikaris. But such people do not know that the Lord, being omnipotent and omniscient, can transform matter into spirit and spirit into matter as he desires. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. So here we can see, na, like, yes, Krishna doesn't have like a body like us, material body. Krishna has a spiritual body. And like all his avatars, like a Narsimha Dev, Vaman Dev, his body is a transcendental. It's not material. And even Brahmaji says in Brahma Samhita, na, like Krishna is a Satchidananda Vigraha. He has the eternal form and he has the transcendental existence, knowledge, and a bliss. Okay. And like our mind is separate, our body is separate, and we are the soul, we are separate. But this is not in a case of a Krishna's mind, body, everything, they all are transcendental and they all are one. And here also says, na, like Krishna can even eat through his legs, Krishna can even eat through his eyes, and Krishna can even walk through his hands and feet. So it is not unrealistic. Okay, like just because we cannot conceive the things, it doesn't mean that like they don't exist. Example, like there are a lot of microbes present on our hand. So like if like uneducated person who don't have the knowledge of a biology or chemistry, he will say that, oh, there are no microbes on my hand because I'm unable to see it, I'm unable to feel it. But when that hand is like studied under the microscope, then they can know there are really like microbes are present. So similarly, just because like our imperfect senses and like because of our deficiencies we are not able to understand Krishna, it doesn't mean that Krishna doesn't exist, it doesn't mean that Krishna don't have the qualities. Okay, and this is all, like everything is explained in our shastras. Okay, and yes, Krishna come, Krishna manifest in lot of a form, lot of avatars. So he also come in a Archa Vigraha form. Like why he come in a Archa Vigraha form? To accept the services from his devotees. Okay, so when we go in a temple, there is no difference between a Krishna, Radha Rani, Narsimhadev, like present in a Goloka. They are coming out of love, okay, out of compassion. They are coming to receive the services. Okay. So yes, Krishna is omnipotent. So it doesn't mean that Krishna doesn't have form. Yes, Krishna has a form, but it is a spiritual. Correct. And yes, his this word is there, na, the like Krishna is omniscient, omnipotent, and he can transform the matter into spirit and spirit into the matter. So although when we go in a temple, the deities are made up of wood, they are made up of a marble, or they are made up of some ashtadhatu. But like because Krishna is a supreme, so he can transfer this matter into the spirit also. So they are not just a marble, they are not just like a paper. Okay, they are a Krishna himself, because he can transfer the matter into the spirit. Okay. Yes, Sureshwari Mataji, you can read.
Hare Krishna Mataji, pranams. In the Bhagavad Gita 9.11-12, the Lord regrets the fallen condition of men with little knowledge who deride him because he descends like a man into this world. Such poorly informed persons do not know the omnipotence of the Lord. Thus, the Lord does not manifest himself in full to the mental speculators. He can be appreciated only in proportion to one's surrender to him. The fallen condition of the living entities is due entirely to forgetfulness of their relationship with God. In this mantra, as well as in many other Vedic mantras, it is clearly stated that the Lord has been supplying goods to the living entities from time immemorial. A living being desires something, and the Lord supplies the object of that desire in proportion to one's qualification. If a man wants to be a high court judge, he must acquire not only the necessary qualifications, but also the consent of the authority who can award the title of high court judge. The qualifications in themselves are insufficient for one to occupy the post. It must be awarded by some superior authority. Similarly, the Lord awards enjoyment to living entities in proportion to their qualifications. But good qualifications in themselves are not sufficient to enable one to receive awards. The mercy of the Lord is also required. Ordinarily, the living being does not know what to ask from the Lord, nor which post to seek. When the living being comes to know his constitutional position, however, he asks to be accepted into the transcendental association of the Lord in order to render transcendental loving service unto him. Unfortunately, living beings under the influence of material nature ask for many other things, and they are described in the Bhagavad Gita 2.41 as having divided or splayed intelligence. Spiritual intelligence is one, but mundane intelligence is diverse. In Srimad Bhagavatam 7.5:30 to 31, it is stated that those who are captivated by the temporary beauties of the external energy forget the real aim of life, which is to go back to Godhead. Forgetting this, one tries to adjust things by various plans and programs, but this is like chewing what has already been chewed. Nonetheless, the Lord is so kind that He allows the forgetful living entity to continue in this way without interference. Thus, this mantra of Sri Upanishad uses the very appropriate word yatat yatatat yataha, indicating that the Lord rewards the living entities just in pursuance of their desires. If a living being wants to go to hell, the Lord allows him to do so without interference. And if he wants to go back home, back to Godhead, the Lord helps him. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. So yes, so we can see here that yes, Krishna has given us, like, independence is there. When a love is there, then there is a independence. Okay, we cannot force. Now Krishna doesn't say that, okay, I am the supreme, then why you have to give up the rendering service to me, and then why you have to go there. Krishna doesn't say, okay, you have to enjoy, then okay, you can enjoy. And Krishna is so merciful. Like here it is said now, like if you want to go to the hell, then also Lord allows to do so, and without interference. Krishna doesn't interfere in between. But at the same time, when we get the human life, it's not you want to go in a jail, then like Krishna is putting into the jail, but he's also like opening the jail, and he's also saying that, oh, this here you are suffering, you have to get out of this cage, you have to get out of this jail. But like we are not that much sincere. We say to the Krishna sent the spiritual master, Krishna sent the sages, but we say, oh, I'm very happy in this jail, and like I love to change my bodies from this this human to the animal to the hawk, dog, camel, everything. Like I love to do so. Then Krishna says, oh, you love to do so, then carry on. But when we have the desire to go back to the Godhead, then Krishna helps. Okay, it depend on our desires. What we are desiring. We are desiring going back to the Godhead. We are desiring to serve selflessly to the Krishna, transcendental loving service to the Krishna, or like we want to do the sense gratification, again fall in a cycle of a birth and death, and again suffer. We have the independence. Okay, and according to that, the Krishna reciprocate. Okay. So yes, and here also, like, like all are suffering. Oh, I want happiness, I want a sukha, but why dukkha is coming? Like then they go to the Lord and they ask, oh Krishna, like please give me this job, please give please crack this deal, please give me this money, please give me car, bungalow, so that I can become happy. But the thing is that you don't ask for a dukkha, you don't ask for the diseases. Like then also they come. Then similarly the sukha will also come. And how the sukha will come? Like whatever pious activity you have done in your previous life, according to that, this sukha and dukkha will come. Okay, so you don't have to personally ask them. So, and Lord awards the enjoyment to the living entities in proportion to their qualification. Like, yes, you can become a high court judge, but you have to qualify yourself first. You can become a doctor, but firstly you have to qualify yourself. Okay, through the examination, through the, through the practice, you have to qualify. And when you are qualified, then you can get the high court like judge job, or you can become a doctor. So yes, for the enjoyment you require the currency of a pious activities. To go in a heaven, to go in a higher planets, you need a currency. Okay, and when currency is finished, then even from a brahma loka you can again fall in this material world. Then what is use of these pious activities? And then it is waste, na? Like, okay, you are enjoying, but you are enjoying for like enjoying for some time. Even like yesterday's class we discussed na with Nama Prabhuji that, like, Brahma is laughing. Okay, like because there is a relativity na, for like for us, like whatever is like 1,000 years, for Brahmaji it may be just a 1 second, or like just a 1 minute. So he's just seeing that, like we are taking birth, we are taking dog body, then we are taking the cat body, we are taking the body of a worm in a stool. Then Brahmaji is laughing, what nonsense he is doing. Like even he get the human body, then why he is not trying to coming out? Brahmaji is laughing on us. Okay, because like it is just like a small short movie for him. So yes, like we should increase our qualification, not for the sense gratification. Like a sense gratification, it's like, or even going in a heavenly planets, it's like, okay, like someone is beating you very badly with a stick, and for the 1 or 2 minutes he has stopped, and then you are finding that, oh, I'm very happy, like I love this enjoyment, but actually you are suffering, na? Like after 2 to 3 minutes again, like everyone is going to beat you with the sticks. So then, like then you should try for the you should endeavor for the spiritual activities. You should do a karma, you should work in a Krishna consciousness way, so you can get out of this cycle of a birth and death. You can get out of this material suffering, and the eternal happiness is waiting. The like Radha and Krishna, they are waiting. Radharani holding the bouquet for you, like to welcome you, but you are like, oh, I love this suffering. So like we are in ignorance. Okay, we have to come out of this ignorance. And it's not only that, like because we are qualified, okay, then only we can come in a bhakti. But like Lord show his mercy in a form of his pure devotees. He sent the acharyas, and from these acharyas are more merciful. Like even the Radharani is more merciful, na? Like how Krishna give the results according to your like qualification. Krishna reciprocate. Okay, if you surrender me 10%, then I will reciprocate you 10%, or I can reciprocate you 100%. But Radharani and pure devotees are not like that. They are so merciful. Even if you render very little service, okay, if you wash the pure devotee's cloth, or if you just follow the one instruction, if you do the Vani Seva, like if you take the one instruction and you try to fulfill that, then pure devotee become very happy, and like out of his mercy, then like you can go back to the Godhead, or you can advance in your spiritual life. So our goal should be, I should render the transcendental loving service to the lotus feet of Lord, not to say, not to do the sense gratification. And we also see the analogies of a dog, hog, and camel. Okay, we are self-harming ourselves. We are killing ourselves, atmaha. Okay, by doing sense. gratification. Okay, like in Bhagavad Gita 2.41, na vyavasayatmika buddhir ekah kurinandana. So spiritual intelligence is a one. What is a spiritual intelligence? Okay, I am the Jivera Swarup hoy Krishna Nitya Das. So I am a servant of Krishna, and my duty is to serve the Lord. Okay, make the Lord happy. So this is the one. The spiritual intelligence is a one, but the mundane or material intelligence is very diverse. I want to crack this exam, I want to get this job, like how can I how can I loot all the people and like I can enjoy, how can I manipulate these people, like the mundane goals are different, na? But spiritual intelligence is only one. Mundane intelligence, that how can I extract all the happiness from all the people around me, and then like they will make you suffer, and you can also suffer, because this is the nature. So it is better, and like when the supreme intelligence is one, na, everyone is serving, so there is no question of hatred. Okay, like I am trying my best to serve Lord, the Mataji and Prabhujis are also trying to serve the Lord, and like when by their service, if Krishna is happy, then I'm also happy, because my happiness lies in Krishna's happiness. Okay, I don't have the personal desires. My desire is only that how like Krishna should be happy. Okay, and here it is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 7 canto 5 chapter 30 to 31 shloka. Okay, so like one who are captivated by the temporary beauties of the external energy forget the real aim of life. So what is our real aim? Our aim is that like we have to develop, like what we have forget the transcendental loving service to the Krishna. So we have to whatever we are forget, then we have to memorize this. Okay, I have forgot that I am the servant and I should render service to the Lord Krishna. So our aim is that to develop the transcendental loving service to the Lord. Okay, and then going back to the Godhead is the it is a byproduct. When we have this desire to serve the Lord, then going back to the Godhead is just a byproduct. Okay, going back to Godhead, we can say this is the aim, but this is the byproduct. Because like if you are going back to the Godhead and then also you want to do the sense gratification, then you are again going to fall in this material world. So like what is making it different? That like I have to give up my sense gratification and I have to develop the attitude to serve the Lord. Okay, and it is like doing the sense gratification means it's like achieving what has already been achieved. So yes, there will be thousands and millions of birth we have taken, like a cat, dog, animal, like a worm in a stool and what not. Okay, even a demigods, but then also we are fall on this material platform. So what we have done in all the animalistic life, that we are simply done eating, sleeping, mating and defending, and again we get the human birth and we are doing the same things, means we are achieving the same which is already achieved. There will be no sweetness. Like if you in starting, in school days we used to eat the chewing gum, na? Like in starting it has some flavor, there was some flavor, but after that there is no flavor on it. Like it is just like a rubber. So yes, this human life, you got the human life, this is the great opportunity to get out of these miseries, but you are again doing the same things. It means like our intelligence is not proper, we are not using our intelligence properly. Okay, so yes, we can read further. Hare Krishna Muttamanikam Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. God is described here a Paribhuha, the greatest of all. No one is greater than or equal to him. Other living beings are described here as beggars who ask goods from the Lord. The Lord supplies the things the living entities desire. If the entities were equal to the Lord in potency, if they are omnipotent and omniscient, there would be no question of their begging from the Lord, even for so-called liberation. Real liberation means going back to Godhead. Liberation as conceived or of by an impersonalist is a myth, and begging for sense gratification has no to continue eternally unless the beggar comes to his spiritual senses and realizes his constitutional position. Only a Supreme Lord is self sufficient When Lord Krishna appeared on earth 5000 years ago, he displayed his full manifestation as the personality of Godhead through his various activities. In his childhood, he killed many powerful demons like as Agasura, Bagasura, and Sagat and there was no question of his having acquired such power through any extraneous endeavor. He lifted Govardhana hill without ever practicing weightlifting. He danced with the gopis without social restriction and without reproach. Although the gopis approached him with a paramour's feeling of love, the relationship between the gopis and the Lord Krishna was worshipped even by Lord Chaitanya, who was strict sannyasi and rigid follower of disciplinary regulations. To confirm that Lord is always pure and uncontaminated, Sri īšopanīšad describes him as Suddham, antiseptic, and Abhavidam, prophylatic. He is antiseptic in the sense of even an impure thing can become purified just by touching him. The word prophylatic, phylactic, refers to the power of his association. As mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita 9.32-31, a devotee may appear to the Sudurachara, not well behaved in the beginning, but he should be accepted as pure because he is on the right path. This is due to the phylactic nature of the Lord's association. The Lord is also Abhava Viddham because sin cannot touch him. Even if he acts in a way that appears to be sinful, such actions are all good. For there is no question of his being affected by sin, because in all circumstances he is Uddham, most purified. He is often compared to the sun. The sun extracts moisture from many untouchable places on the earth. Yet it remains pure. In fact, it purifies obnoxious things by virtue of its sterilizing powers. If the sun, which is material object, is so powerful, then we can hardly begin to imagine the purifying strength of the all-powerful Lord. Hare Krishna.
Uh, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, have you read the entire paragraph?
Yes, Mataji, completed Mataji.
Very good. I don't know why the network is fluctuating. Anyways, so yes, now we have seen like yes, Krishna is omnipotent and omniscient, and like everyone go to the Lord. Oh, like God, please give me this and give me that. Okay, we are asking all the sense gratificatory things. We are begging the Lord the sense gratification. But like when you are going to the king, you can ask him like a very valuable jewels. Okay, we can ask him a gold coins, we can ask him a diamonds, but we are going in a king's palace and we are asking, can you please give me 1 paisa? So it means like we are not so intelligent, huh? When we going to the Lord Krishna and then we are asking, oh God, can you please gratify me this job, like give me please sanction me this order, or like you go to the Lord and ask some money. When you go to the Lord, you ask some job, or like you ask some children's. Then like it is like you are asking like 1 paisa. You can ask the Krishna the liberation from this like a cycle of a birth and death. You can ask, and Prabhupada says here, what is a real liberation means? Real liberation means going back to the Godhead. So we can ask Krishna whatever things which are spiritual, we can ask the Lord. But these material things, they are temporary and they are perishable with this body. Then what is the use of asking these things? Okay. So even if you are begging, we should beg for the good things. We should use our intelligence. like, and beggars, when a beggar come to his spiritual senses and realize his constitutional position, okay, I am the servant, I am the spiritual part, then why I am suffering in this world? Like, let me go back to the Godhead. Then he will ask the right thing. Oh Krishna, please pick me from this cycle of a birth and death. Please purify me and please engage me in your service. This should be right. This should be the right prayer. This prayer is offered by the Lord Chaitanya himself. So we shouldn't ask the some perishable and temporary things. Okay. And yes, like you can see that when Krishna is a child, when Krishna is like even like a 3 to 4 year like old, and when he was like even the 1 month or 5 month old, he has killed like a lot of this asuras like a Bakasura, Aghasura, Shatakasura, even a Putana. Okay, and like he's all pure. Okay, like even like he leaves the battlefield, he get the famous for that also. He's called as a ranchor. And even like he was dancing with the gopis, then also he was not contaminated by this mundane sense gratificatory things. It is all the spiritual and it is all the transcendental. Even like we can see like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the story of Haridas Thakur. When Chota Haridas Thakur has the desire to enjoy the women in mind also, that Lord Chaitanya as the Paramatma, he noted that desire and he give up on this Chota Haridas Thakur, and then Chota Haridas Thakur committed the suicide. Like associates tell him about that. Yes, Chota Haridas Thakur has committed the suicide. Lord says, okay, he has done the good. So we can see that like even and he has the desire to enjoy the women, then also Lord can give up his company. Then same the Lord, he worshipped the like a rasa dance of Lord Krishna. It means it is not contaminated by material sense gratification. It is all the transcendental. And Krishna is a pure and uncontaminated. That's why it is called as a Shuddham, antiseptic. And he's a prophylactic. So like when we get associate with Lord, we also start developing the transcendental qualities. We are there is also shloka which states that like when we start doing the bhakti, the pure devotee also start developing all the good qualities of a demigod and all the good qualities of Lord Krishna. And in a Bhagavad Gita 9.30 to 31, Krishna says that like in the starting, the devotee may look like a Suduracharya, like he's not well behaved, but he has chosen the right path. With the time, he can become a pure devotee. Maybe not in this life, but maybe in the next life or after a few years, few lives, he can become a pure devotee. So like we have some kind of like I am the greatest, I am the senior, and this all are in your file, so I can offend him. No, like you don't have to offend. Okay, from this verse what we can take, okay, in starting he is behaving in this way, but after some time he can become a pure devotee. With the it is just a matter of time, so I shouldn't offend him. Okay, and yes, like he is the a power with them, because like a sin cannot touch him. So we have seen all the qualities of Lord Krishna. Okay, these are not all, but this is a very small portion. So tomorrow we will continue with the mantra 9. So please excuse me for the little inconvenience. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय. Hare Krishna everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Happy
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
consciousness.
Mataji. Thank you so much.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी
धन्यवाद माता जी।
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
जय कृष्ण।
Hare
हरे कृष्ण